Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back to our live classes here every day at noon Pacific Standard Time. We're here in Los Angeles. We're at our studio now, Urban 728, and we will continue even as we've opened the studio back up. We'll continue to live stream one class every day at noon. So today we're going to be doing a flow class. We've got about 10 minutes or so until we start the practice, so if you're still getting settled around your mat and whatnot, or if you're practicing this on the recording later on, you can skip ahead about 10 minutes, and then the practice will start right around that time. If anybody, as you're logging in live, if you have any questions or if you wanted to share anything about your practice, you're welcome to use the live chat feature on the video. You can also email me. My email is joek@urban728yoga.com, or you can message us on Instagram. And it's always fun to see throughout the quarantine and now beyond for us here in LA. It's nice to see people posting pictures of their practice from all over the world. It's been really cool. Hey Ron, good day to you as well. Tay Tay, hello. Hi Caddy, good morning. Caddy, remind me, where are you practicing from again? Ron, I think you're here in Los Angeles, but let me know if otherwise. Hi Keeney. This is just I was mentioning the last couple days, this is the time we offer the main studio to our staff and people that are helping us out at the studio so that we're not taking up some of those spaces because we can only have 20 people in a class right now. The room holds 50 people, so that's somewhere around 40% occupancy to maintain safe social distancing. Yes, Long Beach, Ron. Oh, Caddy, you're in LA. Silver Lake, awesome. Hello. Anybody else on right now? It's nice to know a little bit about the energy of the group, but this group has been strong. It's nice to see 20, sometimes 30 people still practicing. Powerful. You know, now that we're in these classes where there's 20 people is powerful. I teach a lot of, we have a private studio, which is what I'm in right now, so a lot of one-on-one classes, and that is so powerful. It's a different intensity than being in the room with other people because there's less distractions and things going on around you, and everything that you're doing is, you know, perpetually built from the inside. I mean, that's the whole idea, yet I think there's amazing qualities to practicing yoga in the group energy, which we're getting here virtually as well. But it's all so powerful. You know, it's not just yoga's one place where, yeah, we would love to, you know, I dream of, you know, meditation or a practice where you have 1,000 people breathing and moving together, but it's just, it's really exponential in the effect of what you feel when you just add one other person, one whole human being. We all carry so much energy. As most of you have been practicing, you notice we toggle between what's called the fit class and the flow class. And to give you a better understanding, when you get into a flow class, it's basically going to integrate more or evolve the practice further through transitions. And so if you're, you know, not as, or you're still working on building the integrity of the breath through the transitions, don't worry about it. The fit class puts everything in place where it's not as overwhelming in transition, so that you can breathe and build that foundation of breath moving your body. And then when you get into the flow, you can try it, you can see. And if your breath is there and you're transitioning nicely, then keep going. But in the back of your mind, now built into your body from the fit practice, you'll always know where you can pause. You'll feel good about saying, okay, I could just stay in plank right now and breathe here, and versus working through this chaturanga and upward facing dog transition back into down dog. So listen to your body and make sure that you're always moving right from your breath. And so the inhale and the exhale and guides us throughout the hour. It's kind of fun if you, sometimes I'll draw this, you know, kind of double hump wave, and that's the energy of your heart rate typically. It's the energy of the experience. I call it the potential energy of what we're capable of kind of flowing with, this double arc, double hump. Think of like a camelback. And every single class that we teach follows that methodology. So there's room to recover, right? Nobody just wants to get shot straight to the moon and then drop right back down. That wouldn't, in theory, feel so well. So building gracefully, hump, dip, hump, and then coming back down. And we always land in Shavasana. We always start in Child's Pose or Shavasana. So think of the energy curve like that, especially if you're getting into some of those moments where you feel like it's pretty challenging. There may be a few more poses coming, but eventually you're going to get the opportunity to restore through your breath and your body. Hi, James. Hey, Jojo. I don't have a playlist for today, but you can, I think you played, I don't know if the playlist was available for you yesterday, James. So play the playlist from yesterday. Should work for you pretty well. Or if anybody else wants to choose a playlist from any of the classes, you can pick them and then play them along as we once we get started. Got about 2 minutes. Oh, nice, Nayeli. Just did yesterday's class. It was intense. Thanks for joining. Thank you for practicing. Hope you have a great day, and thanks for checking in. Oh, so in Mexico, I saw something pop up. There was a decent sized earthquake today in Mexico. I'm not sure where it is. I didn't have a chance to look it up yet. I was teaching this morning, but I hope everybody's okay in Mexico. All right, when you're ready, you've got your volume set. If you're streaming music, you can go ahead and start your playlist now. And then we'll make our way onto our back. And starting in Shavasana with your head on the ground. And take your heels about hip width or wider. And today we can take the arms over the head and then relax the arms over the head so the forearms are heavy. The chest receives a slight bit of opening. You can adjust your shoulders if you need to. You settle into the heels, let your big toes fall out. Take a few deeper breaths. Feel your belly rise. And a little sigh, exhale out of your mouth. And say 2 more like that. At the end of this breath, as you exhale, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall apart. And so you're in reclining butterfly pose. Take your right hand down onto your belly. And bring your left hand to rest onto your chest. So adjusting the shoulders. And those of you that have been practicing yoga long before we found ourselves in a global pandemic, you know, yoga has always been the practice of social distancing, if you will. It's always been a place where you can arrive on your mat and find some distance in between the energy of the people around you, the life that exists around you. And so if you've been practicing yoga, there's already something built into you. And now as we step foot into the world, into the realities of maintaining space, and for those that may not have a practice, you know, it's a bit more challenging. That's why you see, and that's why it was, you know, hard for people to realize to give somebody space, say at the grocery store. You know, like they're right on your shoulder, reaching over for a loaf of bread. So with practice, you've always been in kind of building in this assertion of space and social distancing. And then based on that understanding, based on the practice, your mind will have an interpretation of reality. Everybody's is going to be unique. And let's take the hands to the outer thighs, close your knees together, and draw them into your chest. Let your tailbone lift, feel your low back heavy into the ground, and then you can rock a little bit from side to side. Seal your lips, relax the muscles in your neck. You breathe into your nose, and as you exhale, roll onto your right side and come around into a tabletop. So we're on all fours, hands and knees. Hey, Frankie. Keep your knees hip width apart, arms straight, and then feel the tabletop into your armpits. And so you just kind of slide your pelvis back an inch or two. And draw your low ribs in, firm to your hands, turn your elbows towards each other, and you should feel into your lats, into your armpits. Take an inhale, and then exhale, press the mat away, tuck your chin and curl in, so you're rounding your spine. And tailbone to your knees, feel your belly squeeze. And then drop the belly, take an inhale, let it drop, bring your gaze forward and up. Exhale, tuck your chin, round through your spine. Navel draws in. Inhale to extend, drop the belly. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Feel the cat shape in your body. Inhale, come into a flat back. Step your right foot back, tuck the toes. Left foot back, come into a plank pose, kick through your heels. And feel the back of the toes as you roll the weight forward, heels on top. Legs strong, inner thighs press into your hands, work that little lift like a cat back. Now you've got your legs on your exhale. Lift your bum. Turn your elbows in. Downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width apart. And draw the heels down as you oppose that force with your tailbone lifting up. So Hatha Yoga, that which the umbrella of what we're doing falls under. Hatha Yoga means yoga of the opposing force. And so like the heels drawing down, the tailbone lifting up. And then take a breath in between those 2 points. Raise the heels, bend the knees, look forward. And then exhale, take 2 big steps to the top of your mat, big toes together. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach tall. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, tailbone down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Now stay here in the fold, grab opposite elbows. And deepen your breath and then sway your torso side to side. Feel the hamstrings, back of the legs down. And from your hips to your heels. Feel it stretch and lengthening your side bodies, breathing horizontally across your back. And bring your sway back to center, hands down onto the ground. Inhale, lift halfway, draw your heart forward. Plant your hands, step back into your high plank, high push-up. And so you're in the back of the toes, connect to the balls of your feet. And firm to your hands, feel the plank in your armpits, take an inhale. On your exhale, bend your arms, elbows to your ribs. Tops of the feet, inhale first, up dog, back bend. That'll wake us up, press back, downward facing dog. And you feel out to the pinky toe sides of your feet. And spin your heels out slightly behind your big toe mounds. Press the mat away through your hands. Lift your tailbone up. Inhale, look forward, pop the heels. Bend the knees, exhale, take 2 steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Notice your core. Inhale, arms up, so you're always reaching through yourself. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Back of the toes, balls of the feet means your legs are strong. Exhale, shift forward, lower halfway down. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips. And press back, heels heavy, tailbone up in your down dog. You notice if you lost the breath, lips sealed. Breath's got to move the body. Look at your hands, pop the heels. Bend the knees, exhale, take 2 steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach the arms. Belly in, exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, so you're strengthening your back. Exhale, dive, forward fold as you set your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, hover the heart. Plant, step back, bend your arms, come forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, bring your right knee to your nose, keep your hips high for 3. 2, take a breath in, step your right foot through. Lower your left knee, walk your hips back to your left heel, straighten your right leg. Draw your navel in as you crawl your hands forward. And then you can stay or play. Left hand grabs the outside of your right foot. You can keep the shoulders rolling down. You should feel the sensation in your right hamstring. Breathe into it. Right on. Bring your left hand back inside. Come to your lunge. And tuck your back toes. Lift the knee. Listen. Walk your hands to the left. All the way around to your left foot. Pivot your back heel high. You're into a lunge. And take a breath in. Lengthen your spine. Exhale. Bring your arms by your sides. And ground down into your left heel. And feel the openness through your inner thighs. Lift your wrists a little bit higher. Keep drawing your navel in towards your body. And so you'll feel the back of your arms by elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Stay here. Feel the shoulders over your wrist. Kick your right leg back, look forward. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Right foot down, inhale, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips. And press back, hands firm, down dog. Round and round. It's like a merry-go-round. That is life. Take an inhale. Left knee to your nose. Keep your hips high. Breathe. Elbows in, belly turning up. Gaze step, left foot all the way through. Lower your right knee, walk your hips back to your right heel. Straighten your left leg, roll your heart center. That's it. Crawl your hands forward, stay or play, right hand outside your left foot. And that'll get you right into the belly of the hamstring. And relax the jaw. Notice if you're biting, clenching through the back of your teeth, that would be more of a subconscious activity until I mention it, and now you realize and you can soften. Bring your right hand back inside. Come up to your lunge. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee, walk your hands to the right. All the way to your right foot. Pivot back, heel high. Set your heel, lengthen your spine. Inhale. Feel your feet, arms by your sides. Power lunge on the exhale. And keep the hips where they are. Draw your wrist up a little higher. Spread your fingers. You will feel your triceps. We're trying to turn those on in your downward facing dogs. With your exhale, bring your hands down. Inside, walk them back to your left foot. And pivot on your feet, hands down, kick your left leg back, square hips, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick your left leg back. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, left leg back. Knee to your nose, stay there, shoulders over your wrists. Kick your left leg back, look forward. Exhale, lower halfway flow. Left foot down. Inhale, press up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Warming up your body in downward facing dog. Reset your hands. Pedal out your dog. Bend one knee. Switch, bend the other knee. One more pedal. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Hands firm, big toes together. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Feel the feet reach up. Bend the legs, sit into your chair. And draw your hips back. Sit down into the flexion of your ankles. Hips to your armpits, let's rise. Bring your hands to your heart center. Tailbone down, humble your chin, take a breath in. Okay, roll your butt under your hips, reach your arms up. Cactus your arms, keep your belly in, open your chest, little back bend, gaze can follow. Breathe across the front of your heart. Inhale, arms up, look forward, interlace the fingers. And release the index. Now cross your left ankle around the front of your right ankle. Get your left heel to press down into the mat. And then side bend to the left. But you got to get that left heel pressing down. Breathe from your right hip to your right armpit. And you notice if that left shoulder is turning forward, draw it back. And then keep moving your wrist behind your head. Feel that left heel. Inhale, rise. That's your balance. Exhale, bring your left foot back inside. Stand tall, breathe in. Right ankle crosses around the front of your left ankle. Get your right heel flat. Once it grounds, side bend, reach up and over to the right. From your right heel, and dragging your left wrist, lateral movement through your torso is going to open up a lot of capacity for your breath. Okay, therefore, more energy and power to your muscles. So you start to interpret the vinyasa, right, with some containment and breath, lightness, and float. Inhale, arms come back up. Step your right foot back inside. Bring your hands to your heart center. Feel your shoulders. Inhale, circle the arms up. Now you're ready. Exhale, dive through your midline, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, hover your heart. Plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, elbows in. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And return to this home base. Take 3 full breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. And keep your left heel heavy. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Step your right foot through. Soft landing. Lower your left knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, reach your arms up. Anjaneyasana. And so the wrists come back. And front leg bends. Breathe into the top of your left thigh. And stand back on your left knee. Tailbone down. Open the body into the twist. Right arm back. Pull your right wrist back. Turn your front knee in. And then keep lengthening the breath through the back of your heart. Okay, one time. Inhale your right hand down. Back of your left leg. Reach your left arm up. And feel that draw to your outer left hip. Perfect. Windmill your hands all the way down to the mat. Look inside your right foot. Tuck your back toes. Lift off your left knee. Feel the inner thigh of your back leg. Rise up, crescent. Warrior 2, back heel down. And then lunge from your back heel. Beauty. Inhale, reverse your warrior 2. 3 breaths. Use your left fingertips, crawling them down your back leg. And right side body, feel that lateral bend. And stay with your tail, knees spread. And bring yourself back, warrior 2, shoulder stack. On your exhale, windmill your hands down. Pivot on your back toes, step back plank pose. On the exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga, tops of the feet. Inhale, press up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Little bend to your knees if you feel anything in your low spine. And so you can still get your tailbone to lift. That'll take the weight out of your low back. Feel the inner thighs, right heel heavy. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Big step, left foot all the way through. Lower your right knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, we rise. Anjaneyasana. Wrist back, chin to chest. Bend your front leg. Feel the heel like you're scrubbing that front heel towards your back knee. That'll keep your tailbone down. Now stand back on your right knee and twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. Left knee hugging into the chest. Shoulders down away from the ears. Gaze can turn sideways. Balance is in your front heel. One time, left hand back of your right leg. Right arm goes up. And feel the sensation into your outer hip, down through your right thigh. And draw with your belly. Slowly windmill your hands all the way down onto the ground. And square your chest. Tuck your right toes. Lift the knee. Feel your feet from your belly. Inhale, we rise up, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2, back heel down. Stay with your lunge from your back heel. Turn your front knee out. Beauty. Inhale, reverse your warrior 2. 3 breaths. Right fingertips crawling down the right leg. Left wrist twisting, pinky in, thumb out. And feel the breath into your side body. And bring it back, warrior 2, shoulder stack. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot square, step back into your high plank. On your exhale, lower chaturanga. Flow, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Big toes together, turn your elbows in, feel your back spread. Lift your heels, bend your knees, exhale, walk or light hop. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, bow your chin into your chest. Shoulders away from your ears, release your arms down by your sides. Inhale, we rise, arms come up, palms touch. Exhale, dive, forward fold, lead with your chest. Inhale to lift halfway, stay here. Exhale, now in the fold, bring your right ankle behind your left. Pinky toes meet. Okay, so we do this one, and to get into the outer hip flexors, now this time, in the fold, press through the heels, feel the thighs squeeze. Keep your right hand where it is. Even move it forward an inch, and then take your left arm behind your low back. Pull your heart through, shoulders away from your ears, and you got to press into your left heel. If you rotate your torso any amount to the left, do it mindfully. Make sure you're extending through the heart and then twisting with no weight in your low spine. And soften the chin, belly in, slide your left arm out. Left hand down, bring your right foot inside, step your left foot back into a lunge. Left hand down should feel good. From your left hip, rise, right arm up to the sky. Feel the strength in your left leg come up onto your left fingertips. Ground down through your front heel, hover your left palm. And then rise, shoulders over your hips, bend your left knee, you're in the T-twist. From the inner thighs, use the strength in your front leg, hamstring, and glute. Right hand comes down, windmill the arms all the way open, and you're in warrior two. Got it. Take a breath, set your lunge. Keep the arms long. You're getting lighter in your vinyasa, straighten your front leg. Hips back, now reach forward, and take your right hand down. Ankle, shin, those are the options, arms straight. And then take your top arm, bring it forward. In 3 circles, bring it down. And go all the way back up and circle around. One more, back up, circle around. Now feel the back heel, reach your left arm up. Make sure your tailbone is under, and then see if you can slide that right hand all the way down onto the mat outside your foot. You rotate your rib cage, right eye lifts up to your left thumb. And feel the connection to your back heel. And ground down. Top arm lifts you up, and then you stack the shoulders, bend your front leg, warrior two. Proud chest, inhale. Hands to the mat, pivot on your back toes, kick your right leg back and up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back and up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, back and up, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to your nose, light step right foot through, hop your left foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, good job. Exhale, little sweat, forward fold. In your fold, bring your left ankle behind your right. And pinky toes line up. And feel your right heel, soften the chin. And space in the outer hip flexors and around your bum, glutes, and hamstrings. Left hand to mat. Right arm comes behind your low back. Make sure you're pressing into your right heel, and then draw your heart through. Lengthen your spine first, and then you can slowly begin to rotate the rib cage, twisting. Shoulders away from your ears. Twisting's not about moving your eyes, rotating your rib cage. And feel the support in your belly, strengthen your upper back body. Gaze in right hand, slides out, bring it down. Left foot comes back inside your right foot. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Set your right palm, take the twist, reach your left arm up. You should feel that space in your right hip crease. Top arm strong, come up to your right fingertips. Feel your front heel, hover your right fingertips off the mat. Got it? Lift your torso, bend your right knee, come into the T-twist. And you'll feel your front hamstring and your glute in strength. Soften your tongue, bring your left arm down, windmill your right arm back, and warrior two. And take a breath in, set your lunge. And spread your knees, keep your chest proud. Straighten your front leg, hips back. So your thighs are working. Reach forward. Thighs lifting kneecaps, left hand down. Shin, ankle, wherever your arm is straight, take your right arm up. Feel the lift in the back of your heart. Take your right hand forward and then bring it down. Circle it all the way around. 2 more. Next time your right arm stays up, tailbone under, and then see if you can squeeze a little bit more out of it. Left hand to the ankle or all the way down onto the mat. Your right shoulder away from your ear, left eye lifts up to your right thumb. And feel the strength. So you're lifting underneath your right shoulder blade. You reach up for the sky and then rise, shoulders over your hips. And bend into your left leg, warrior 2. Take a breath in. Bring your hands to the mat. Pivot on your back toes. Kick your left leg back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Feel the ribs. Inhale, back and up. Knee to your nose. Step your left foot through. Hop your right foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your legs up or back. Lift your arms up. Utkatasana. And roll your bum under. Press through your feet on the exhale. Straight legs. Hands to your heart center. Tadasana. Mountain pose, humble your chin. And feel your heart release some of that stress attachment, shoulders away from your ears. And you draw it up, take your arms over your head, palms face. And press down into the big toe sides of your feet. And keep your ribs in as you open the arms, cactus shape. And lift your chest, lift your chin. You make this breath easier than your last breath. Inhale, arms up, gaze forward. Exhale, hands to your heart, weight into your right heel. Inhale, draw your left knee up in front. Belly in, kick your left leg back, toppling tree. Right away, bring your left knee back through. Inhale, lift it up in front of you, reach your arms up. Exhale, left foot down. Feel your feet. Lift your gaze. Take an inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Lead with your chest and fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant step, float back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Set your hands. Come forward out into a plank. Keep your right toes down. Hover your left toes off the ground. Curl the heel into your bum, and then roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Step your left foot behind. Left hand to your left thigh. Lift your left thigh into your left hand. Got it? Now you know you've got your legs, and then the effortlessness of taking your left arm over your head towards the top of your mat. And feel the outer edge of your right foot. Look down to the ground. And pivot your left hand around. Come back into your plank. Inhale, set your core. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog press. Nice and light. Step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down. Soften your chin. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Curl your back toes, and now we bring the hips back until they stack over your left knee, and then pause the hips. Okay, right foot, take your right hand, lift the heel up, flip the toes to the sky. And so my left hip is over the knee, pelvis is square, and the right leg is straight, ankle flex, toes drawing back to the knee. Okay, proper half split. Now draw your heart through, shoulders away from your ears. And feel the length in the back of your right leg. And slide your right foot back till it's flat. Lift your left knee. Feel your power lunge. Space between your knees should be really light. Float your arms out in front of you. Feel your arms draw, belly in. If you lift higher on your back toes, and then with your exhale, use your belly in back, drag your left foot to the top. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of your heart. Okay, give yourself a step back from the top of your mat. And breath into your body, shoulders away from your ears. Great job. Weight into your left foot, hover your right knee in front. Take your breath, exhale, kick your right leg back, toppling tree. Okay, one time, right back, bring your right knee through, lift it back up in front of you, reach your arms high. Exhale, bring your right foot down, take your gaze up for an inhale. And exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. And breathe in to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press through your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, lift your hips, press back into your downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, come forward to your plank. And keep your left toes down, hover your right toes up. Curl the heel into the bum, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Right foot behind, right hand to your right thigh. And so then lift the thigh into the hand, right? Let it be easy. And then right arm comes over your head. And reaching back, connect. Nice. Gaze and right hand comes down. Pivot back around into your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. And take a breath through your nose. Exhale, big step, left foot forward. Lower your right knee down. Soften your chin, take a breath in. Relax the jaw, curl your back toes under. And then as we start to bring the hips back, right hip over your right knee, left hand under your left leg, kick the heel forward. Flip the toes up so your left leg is straight. Ankle flex. Take the sickle, the twist out of the ankle, and pull the pinky toe back towards your knee, towards your hip. Pull your heart through, shoulders down, breathe right into the belly of your hamstring. Building with breath right now. So you're building and expanding in the comprehension of space, and so that you can use that in lightness and transition. And start to slide your left foot back till it's flat. Lift your right knee up. Feel the scissor of your power lunge legs. And then on your fingertips, float your arms forward. Ribs in. So you're really lifting as you roll your back heel high. Weight into the toes. And take a breath in. On your exhale, slowly drag your right foot to the top. And beauty, bring your hands to your heart center. And don't worry if you got wrinkles on your mat and your towel. It's all good. Take a step back onto your mat. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the palms, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Get all you can, 3 to 5 breaths in your down dog, please. And from your down dog, take an inhale. Exhale, child's pose, knees to the mat, forehead down first. No water yet, hips to your heels. Let your elbows soften into the ground. Your next breath, inhale, rise up, tabletop, all fours. Bring your knees all the way together in your tabletop. Right knee stays. Remember that hips back an inch. Lower ribs in. Got your core. Kick your left leg straight back. Reach your right arm forward, balance. And then crunch. Right elbow to your left knee, squeeze, curl in like a cat. And kick back, reach forward. Keep your left leg where it is. And bring your right hand down. And start to open your left hip, weight into your right hand. And then float your left arm up, half moon. From your knee. Lift out of your bottom shoulder. And draw that space and the width that you created through your torso. And gaze in left hand down slowly. And square, tuck your right toes under. Press through your palms, lift your hips, three-legged downward facing dog. Left knee to your right elbow, pivot your back heel down, still hovering your left foot, grab the outside edge with your right hand, and then kick into your hand. Pull your heart through. Bend your left leg, pivot right hand down, and then kick your left leg back and up. And come forward, exhale, chaturanga, go slow flow. Left foot down, inhale, tops of the feet, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, and press back into your down dog. Great job. And draw with your back, stay out of your shoulders. Feel your armpits and come down onto your knees, please. And bring your knees together. And reset your hands, hips back an inch. Left knee stays, kick your right leg straight back. Inhale, reach your left arm forward. Exhale, crunch, elbow to your knee. Focus, kick back, reach forward. Right leg stays, left hand down. Open your right hip. Ground the top of your left foot. Lift out of your bottom shoulder as you take your right arm up. Half moon on your knee. And feel the width across the chest through the torso. And slowly turn, gaze and right hand down. Right leg stays up. Tuck your left toes. Firm your hands. Press back, three-legged dog. With your exhale, right knee, left elbow, pivot your back heel flat. And you take your left hand, grab the outside of your right foot, and then kick the leg as straight as you can. Gaze can look down at your right hand, or gaze can come forward. Bend your right leg, bring your left hand down. Pivot, kick your right leg back, three-legged dog. And come forward and flow slow. Elbows in, right foot down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Yes, loosen the low back, downward facing dog. Bring your big toes together. Awesome job, everybody. Walk your hands back to your feet. Keep your big toes together. Spread your knees and squat. And so a little frog squat at the back of the mat. Bum to your heels. If your heels can touch, feet flat, that's fine. Crawl your hands forward, and then let your head take a bow in between your arms. Okay, this is a perfect bow, head below your heart. You can stay here. If you'd like to explore the tripod headstand, lift your head up, bring your knees together, and then bring your knees down onto the ground. Keep your toes tucked, walk your hands forward, and then chest forward, tuck the chin, top of your head to the mat. So you've got a triangle from your two hands, shoulder width, elbows above wrists, and then you lift the knees, walk your feet in. And top of the head, right knee, back of your right arm, left knee, back of your left arm, teddy bear headstand. Strengthen the back, feel the hands. Keep the hands, and then you can hover the knees. Inverted chair. You keep the weight in the hands, strengthen the back, and then you can start to slowly straighten the legs. Keep the weight in the hands, you will not go over. There's only one option of coming down, and that is knees back to your arms, feet to the ground. Okay, from leg straight, bend your legs slowly, inverted chair. Knees back to the arms, teddy bear. Weight in the hands, take an inhale. Okay, and then right foot to the ground, left foot to the ground, lower your knees to the mat. Push through your hands, take the weight out of your neck, come up to a seat. Head above your heart, close your eyes. Feel some of that. It's like coming back from being upside down in a swimming pool, energetically. Shoulders down, right ear to your right shoulder. Take a breath into this sensation. And then head back to center and bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Good. Bring your head back to center. Open your eyes. Hands to mat. Spread your knees so they're mat width distance apart. And sit back in between your heels. Walk your hands back behind you. Fingertips point forward. And as you slide your tailbone in, draw your belly down. And with your knees wide, you're probably going to be able to come back to your elbows if you're normally on your hands. Just pay attention to your low back. Squeeze the shins back to the mat. You feel the quads could be good here. If you're normally on your elbows with your knees wide, you may find that you can come back onto your shoulders, back of your head into the ground. Rest both hands, if you will, if you're on your shoulders, to the tops of your thighs. Feel your pelvis tilt. And slide your tailbone or point your tailbone towards your knees. Feel the breath draw from the knees all the way up to the ribs, hands to your ankles, and belly in, lift through your heart, then bring your head up, elbows back to your palms, and then all the way back up through your spine. Let your knees come in, neutral spine, hands on your lap, but give me a lift to the chest, shoulders down away from the ears. So like overdo it, a proud chest. Soften your chin, swing your feet around in front. Then let that release the knees. Bring your feet around and set up on your sacrum, bend your legs. And sacrum is just above your tailbone. Hands on the mat, lift your feet up. You lift the back of your heart and then float your arms by your sides as long as there's no weight in your low back. If there is, keep your fingertips on the ground. Stay on your sacrum, straighten your legs, and lower halfway. And humble your chin into your chest, feel your belly. And breathe in your half boat. On your exhale, rise up, knees to your chest. You could always put your fingertips on the ground. Cool. Straighten your legs, lower halfway down. And take your hands behind your head. Right knee in, left elbow to your right knee. And feel your belly. Go ahead and switch. Left knee in, right elbow to your left knee. Nice. Go ahead and switch. Left elbow to your right knee. And go ahead and switch. Right elbow to your left knee. One more. Back to switch. Left to right. And back to switch. Right to left. And back to center. Legs straight. Hover your heart. Exhale, rise back up. Always can put your fingertips down. Float your arms back. Inhale, lower halfway, and we stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Feel the heels. Whew, release the belly. And relax your jaw, fall into a moment. And keep the back heavy, bend your legs. Figure 4, right ankle to your left thigh, please. Thread the needle, right arm through the middle. Interlace onto your left shin. If not, hold on to your hamstring. This might feel pretty open today, especially if your right side is your dominant side. And dominant sides tend to grip a little bit more in the nature of control. It's like everything, there is a dependency from one part of your body into the other, and so we want to let go of that control, especially on the dominant side of your body. Even breaths. On this exhale, you can soften your grip and release your shin. Bring your feet back down onto the ground. Switch sides, left ankle to your right thigh. Reach your left hand through, interlace up onto your right shin. If not, put it on your hamstring. If you can fall with your focus into the consistency of your breath right now, there's a tremendous benefit into having and flowed through all the moments of the opposing force and where you felt the stress or the stretch, the distance opening up, and within the attachment of your mind. Soften the grip on the shin. Then let your right foot come down, left foot back to the ground. And both knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze, please. Take the hands behind the knees and begin to rock up and down the length of your spine. And hips to shoulders. Hips to shoulders. No flow. Cross your ankles. Roll through your shins, plant your hands, and step back into a downward facing dog. Feel your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, and your wrist all unwind in this down dog. Keep your left heel heavy. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee outside your right wrist for single pigeon. And hips down, slide your left knee back. And then you can come down onto your forearms, rest your forehead. And soften your chin. For the sake of the breath, let your mind lean into the sensation if you're getting a stretch in your outer hip. 3 more breaths on this side. And hover the head, start to come back up to your elbows and to your palms. And tuck your back toes, should feel a nice calming release. Slide your right leg back. And press your right heel down into the mat. And a lot more space and connection to the inner edge of your body versus gripping with the outer edge. Bring your left knee outside your left wrist. And slide your right knee back with your hips square, tailbone down. And then you can bring your chest forward, elbows to the mat. And stack your hands, perhaps rest your forehead down onto the back of your hands. Three more breaths on this side. And begin to lift the head, come back onto your elbows and to your hands. And again, a relaxed release. Tuck your back toes. Lift your bum, slide your left leg back, and feel that heel roll down towards the mat. And wherever this flow is taking us, come down onto your knees. Sit back onto your heels, upright through your spine. You take your hands, grab the back of your heels, thumbs on the outside, so the bottom of the heels. Thumbs on the outside, fingers on the inside. Your shoulders draw back so the chest is open. Keep the hips heavy, tuck the chin. We're heading into full rabbit. And you start to round yourself forward. Your forehead is targeting the front of the knees, top of your head lightly on the ground. You're not jamming your head into the ground. Keep the tops of the feet pressing down. Hold on to the heels and start to lift the bum. Please do not look around in this pose. And feel the stretch in your back. And slowly as you can, start to bring your bum down to your heels. Hands under your shoulders, eyes closed, and then roll back up through your spine. Feel the stack of your spine. Remember strength translated into lightness, peace. Heads above the heart, eyes are closed, hands in your lap. Feel this. And bring your eyes back into the room. Swing your feet around in front of you. If you'd like a little sip of water, you're welcome to take it. And we're going to lie down onto our mats, final twist, and then we'll come into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So nothing too much. And to turn you up here, when you lie down, bend your legs and let your knees fall towards the left. You feel the smooth and the calm breath. Fill your belly. And exhale, you can roll back slowly to center. Take an inhale. And then exhale, both knees come over towards the right. And start to bring your knees back to center. Pause at center. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze to seal your practice in. On your next exhale, you can release the shins. Let your legs go long. And heels a little wider than your hips. Big toes out. And arms by your sides. Palms up. And set your shoulders. Release your breath. If you want to rock on your head a couple times. And then explore neutrality. You're not holding on in strength. You can relax in this state of your being, this version of yourself, of that which you see and so clearly. As we continue to navigate this beautiful and crazy world, I want to send out as much love as possible into every being, into every living being. That includes anything that is living at all. Our little animals, our little critters, everything in our oceans, on our land. Anything that thrives off of the air and the oxygen that we take in. We put it through, we realize the powerful energy of the breath within ourselves, and so that we can share this perspective with others. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. Please quietly and gently with yourself when you are ready to transition into the next part of your day. Drink lots of water, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for our practice at noon. And have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.